Hello, YouTube. My name is Garrett Robinson. Welcome to my show Vloganovel on my channel Vloganovel, where surprise, I vlog novels. This is my show where I live create books from beginning to end. I do everything from the outlining process through to writing the first draft, editing, formatting for publication, and then putting it online for sale on every ebook retailer in the world, from Amazon to Kobo to Barnes & Noble, the iBookstore, Smashwords, and everywhere else. Right now, we are going to begin the outlining process for Mystic Episode 6, the latest episode in the novel Mystic, which is the sequel to my book Nightblade, first book in the Nightblade volumes. You can see it right there. In the description of this video, you can find links to all my books, in fact, but particularly to signed copies of the Nightblade paperback, which are available for the regular retail price, as well as the ebook if you are an ebook reader instead, which I generally am. Although, when I like a book, I get it in dead tree form. So we're working on the outline for episode 6. We had, of course, already outlined episode 6, but now that things have changed and a lot of story has happened and all this sort of thing, we are going to get back into it. We're going to revise our paragraph for episode 6 because we have a single paragraph that's supposed to cover the whole story. And then once we have revised that and made sure that's a good starting point, then we bring it into the episode 6 specific outline. We break it into its chapters, and then we will put those chapters into the files for the chapter in our Scrivener document here. And then in the next episode of Vloganovel, we'll begin writing the first draft. So, episode paragraphs. Here we go. That line is no longer applicable because she says that she already has admitted that she knows who Annis is. So before we were going to have Lauren be a little bit doubtful about Jordell because he was like, we need to find Zane, but we must not harm him. And she thought he was kind of a bloodthirsty dude. She's already kind of realized that he's not a bloodthirsty dude. But in this instance, we're going to amp up the emotion and have her blame herself for trusting Zane over Jordell because now, because of that, Annis has been kidnapped, and who knows what's going to happen now. And then we are going to put Jem's reaction is he was just, not saved, but like comforted strongly by Annis. And of course, so now he feels kind of indebted to her. And when Lauren and Jordell won't literally just take to the streets to go and find her, he gets pissed off and goes off to find her on his own, which maybe that's a good way to bring him. Maybe he will be the one to find them. Okay, so this is going to have to change significantly. Okay. I think that's a pretty good episode 6 outline. Now we'll paste it into episode 6, the chapters document, and we'll see if it'll actually do 5 chapters. That's a good ending for chapter 1. Chapter 3. Chapter 5 is probably going to be a short chapter, but that's good because we've had 2 episodes now in a row with an extra chapter and then with long chapters. So the book is swelling in size quite a bit. A nice short action-packed chapter will be a good way to finish episode 6 and break into episode 7. So that's actually it for this episode of Vloganovel. It's a fast one. Outlining usually is a pretty quick process later in a serialized book because I have already done the outline and kind of know where the story is headed. So thank you for tuning in. I'm going to take a break and then I'm going to start writing the first draft of episode 6. Actually, let me just paste the chapters into the chapter files. Oops. Take care of this really quick so we don't have to do it next time and we can just spend our time writing. Reset you, and our new target for the book is 77,887. That'll be a 10,000 word episode, which I'm sure it'll go a little bit over, but we'll try and mitigate that as much as possible. By the way, for anybody who was watching while I was writing the outline and noticed that I put this one part in caps and Lauren has an encounter with Oris and Flip. Oris and Flip are the main characters in what is going to be like my big epic fantasy series. The whole Nightblade series started as a way to build the background for the fantasy series that I actually want to write, which is going to be huge and much more epic, where Nightblade is much more personal. Quest is the current working title, is going to be much more the epic, kingdom spanning, multiple characters, multiple POVs and everything. But I was having trouble building the world, and so I have just started doing Nightblade, and I'm building a ton of the world. I've established the kingdoms and the currency and the religions and the magic system and all this sort of thing. And Lauren is going to feature in the main series but she will not be a major player. Like, you might hear about her. She might make an appearance here or there, but she's definitely not going to be a big thing. But Oris and Flip are the main characters in that series, so she's going to meet them here in Mystic episode 6, and that's going to be a super cool Easter egg for anybody who reads this series and then at some later point reads that series. Yeah, it's going to be fun. All right. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Vloganovel. I will be back in not too long of a time writing the first draft for Mystic episode 6. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. See you later. Bye.